Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in as always. And today we're cleaning the Suzuki Ignis. So we'll get in, I'll show you the dirt. It hasn't been washed for a year. It's been sat around not living its best life. And anyway, so we'll get into that. I'll show you the dirt, and all we're doing today is a very strong mixture of Bilt Hamber auto foam. That is to get rid of some of the green. So you'll all be very pleased to hear that there is loads of grime, and apologies, it is running because as specified it doesn't get used a lot, so just start trying to get a little bit of power in the battery. And the only thing I want to do that I don't normally is I'm going to work into the gullies with a soft brush, just work around there, work around all the little hiding places where it's gone green, get that all sorted out, see how the product gets on in that area. And we're going to do the wheels. Obviously not a lot that's going to get done with those, all that green and all this green. So we'll get in and see how the products do with that. So without further ado, let's get in and start getting the wheels done. So we'll get this angle, this side, and front and this side from that angle, and then we'll swap the camera around and we'll do the bum and the other side at a different aspect ratio, or from a different position, I should say. The wheels don't look too bad actually. I did clean these using the Meguiar's one-stop wheel and tyre cleaner ages ago. So this car belongs to my partner's mother, and unfortunately she had a, should we say, medical episode whilst on some tablets for another unrelated scenario, and well, long story short, she sort of blacked out momentarily behind the wheel for long enough to have crashed into a fence, scared herself to death obviously, got abused on the Facebook community forum, as you do, even though she went back and explained what had happened the next day and obviously paid for any damage. But you know how people like to talk these days. Anyway, long story short, car's not been used. She would have to wait and probably retest or reapply for driving license, and at her current age, which I don't know, she doesn't fancy doing that. So every likelihood, sadly, she'll probably end up selling the Suzuki. It's a wonderful little car, no miles on it. Anyway, that's that done. That's that done. Get some hose. It needs some untangling. Classically, apologies, it's me, it's not the hose. I've been round and round and round doing multiple cleans. Here we go. Lovely. We'll get her done, and then Fabia. That's them done to a nice standard. Right, let's get this a nice blanket of snow foam, and then we'll start working that into all the nooks and crannies. Let's just check we're still recording audio and sound. Nice, nice. Nice little car. Plenty of product. Filled to the brim. And let that have a nice sit. Don't care if any goes on the Fabia. Hiya. Because Fabia's getting done next. Fabia's getting rinseless. So we'll get that all loaded up. Make sure we've got plenty in the gullies where I want to be working around in a minute. See the dirt coming off the tyres. Nice, nice. Get all the product gone. No more foaming for me today. Get that all used up, have a nice little dwell, and then we'll go round and have a little tickle with a brush. So we've got a nice soft detailing brush. Camera's still happy. So we're just going to work into those areas that we looked at the start of the video. Something I don't often do, because the cars aren't, I just generally keep on top of it, you know. That's the main crux of that situation. So I'll just work into some of the areas where we saw some accumulation of green. That should all start working around there nicely. Hope this has no adverse effect on the paint, not the brush. I mean, I hope the green hasn't stained any of the paint. Early indications show everything's going to be fine. Little tickle round here. Maybe the plastics that I showed at the beginning of the video are going to come up all right, actually. I think they're going to come up all right. Right, little black round the skirts, nothing major, and that is plenty of time for a dwell. A little bit on the lowers, around this window frame, classic on Suzuki's, frameless, if you like, if that's the right terminology. So we'll get that all done, give the brush a swoosh, and then we'll dry my hands, we'll get in and start looking. I'm not going to deny anyone a lovely bit of greenery, hey? You can see the product, breaking that down. Paint's in pretty good condition actually. No problem. No problem at all. Right, let's just have a look at the bit we know that was really bad. You can see that chasing off there. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, got a little gust of wind. And same here. Nice. So there's no indication that any of this is going to stick or cause any ongoing trouble. Nice. Chemicals doing their job as always. Right, let's get this on the tripod. We'll get that all rinsed. There we go. Let's get this side rinsed and then on to the other. Just want to work into all the nooks and crannies really today. Nice. It's like when you first get a pressure washer and your first time of getting into the decals. Really satisfying. I can't see much of that hanging around for long. Right, let's reorient the camera, which I have put on a tripod for once. So we'll get that oriented round here and then we'll get into this section. Should be good. Apologies. There's a million and one things to play with, settings wise. I bought a tripod for binocular astronomy. But I could justify the price because of it having a second purpose, which is YouTube videos. Once this is out of the way, I'm going to go and get a bit of charge in the mic and the camera, and then wash up my rinse and wash bucket, choose a shampoo, and then we'll start getting into that straight away. Really pleased that it's taking care of all the green. No problem at all. All good. Paint looks nice actually. I have to admit, this car probably gets washed at Tesco's. Get all the bits. out of the rails, get your jet in all the door shuts and cracks. And we're close. I forgot that I'd actually come miles. So it's not the cable misbehaving. It just genuinely is really far away. Right, last angle change. We'll have a look at that last bit. And then it is shampoo time. Sorry, just moving that so my tripod doesn't get drenched. Runs nice and quiet, really smooth runner. Excuse me. Well, for a car that hasn't been touched for ages, that was good. Round the washers get. All good. Blast off some more green. Haven't used auto foam for ages. Really pleased with it. Really good. Just been testing other things really. And I looked in the cupboard this morning and thought, right, we'll start working through that backlog. Right, let's get that paused. Oh. Get that paused, make sure that's thoroughly rinsed. And then I'll clean out my buckets from my last cleansing application. Sorry, caught the tripod. Clean out my buckets from the last wash, and then we'll start with 2 bucket and then straight into QD drying. Done. So for speed and efficiency, I've gone with, I can show you this at the next stage, but we've gone with Halfords Advanced Ceramic Foam Sealant, 50ml in 200ml of water in the MJJC for the next phase. Just for speed, because as I say, I want to get into Fabia. So in here we've got Auto Glim Bodywork Shampoo Conditioner. Nice bit of gloss, nice bit of lubricity, nice bit of shine. Happy days. Nice opportunity for a second dwell in any of the gullies, round the window frames, etc, etc, up in the arches. Well, that is a good smelling product. That I will say. Auto Glim know a thing or two about making a nice smelling product. So I'll get that all used up, because that's the last time I need a snow cannon today. So I want that all gone. Have to hold it flat with the Auto Glim cannon. It doesn't have the flexi hose like the MJJC. So I'll get that all gone. Set that to one side. And then just get round her nice and quick. One rinse bucket. That's the beauty of this process. We'll get that done. Nice straight lines, not too much pressure. I am more than satisfied that the Auto Foam took care of the majority of the upper layer of dirt. So I'm probably going to do that much in one pass, then flip. Get that lower done, and that plastic, inspect, and dunk, and then get the last bit done. And proceed as such at a reasonable pace. Starting to get cold now. Need to get a jumper on. And then we'll blast round, get that Fabia done as well. Last one of the day, why not? Can't remember the last time I did all four. Hiya. It's just me, dog walkers, don't worry. It wasn't Tesco, man. And that water is like ice. Woo-hoo. Done. Little smash over the bonnet. It's only a little tink. Nice. Little flip. We'll get into roof. I am totally satisfied that I cleared out all the gullies. So I 100% know I'm not pushing any dirt round. Same process on this side. Get the uppers done in one pass. Flip to inspect. Hiya, how's it going? Good, how are you? Yeah, all good, thanks. Quick buzz around that one. Dunk. That. And we're there. Oh, didn't do the lower of the bumper. Stop banging the bucket, Adam. Crumbs. How many more times do I tell myself? There, there, there. Just go around the little eyes. I won't bang this time, I promise. Maybe I've learned a new habit. And that is that. Done, done, done. So we'll get her finished off. Get that rinsed, which won't take long at all. And then it is sealant. And because it's out in the elements, not getting driven, sealant's going over, glass, wheels, everything. Once again, will say very pleased with how Touchless dealt with that green. Really good, really good. Happy days. Paint's starting to look nice. Be even better when it's got a little bit of hydrophobicity to it. And we're winning. Lovely jubbly. All good. Right, I'm going to pause, get a jumper on, get that rinsed, we'll get a coating on, we'll get it dried, and we'll wrap that one up. See you in a moment. Right, that's that. All looking lovely. Hope you can't hear the dogs. So now, 50 mil of Halfords Advanced Ceramic Foam Sealant in the MJJC, set to full, 200 mil of water. Life couldn't be any easier. Get that on, give her a thorough coating. Wheels, glass, roof, blah, blah, everything, standard me, going everywhere. So make sure we've got enough left to get the bum, a little bit more on the roof, and we're good. There we go. Happy days. Let that last bit just roll on. Get it all sucked up. And we're good. Camera's relatively close. Test squirt, and it is this easy. Miraculous water action. And easy drying. And that is that. Right, let's just pull this back a little bit. Like so. It's going to come up. There we go. So I'll just buzz around that. All good. Make sure it's all distributed. You can see where it hasn't been mixed in because it will be milky. As long as you're satisfied all the milky traces are gone, then you're good to go. Ready for drying phase. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Nice, nice. Water action good. Paint a million times better than it was a minute ago or when I started. We are good. Little blast around there, double check the bum. Happy days. Just going to tuck the hose away. I may need that a little bit for the Fabia, but for the time being, it can go over here. Job is a good one. Just grabbing the woolly mammoth. My apologies. And then we will just very gently dry all over, and then we can have a little nose at the end results. I'll get a bit more charge in the camera and the mic, and then it is Fabia. Excuse me, I think I've got just about enough light, enough energy for that. Fabia doesn't need a lot, so we'll get that out of the way so that it looks nice and clean for the week ahead, and we're good. Mrs. just got back actually. She was in the S-Cross, which I did first. S-Cross was utterly filthy as usual. Anyway, she just drove past and all parked just down the road, and oh, it looked lovely. It looked nice. Unusual to see it looking nice actually. Not that I don't clean it enough. She gets it dirty too much. As you would expect with using the foam, Halfords ceramic foam sealant, drying is just an absolute pleasure, especially on a car this size. Not as good as using Sigma, but I used Sigma in my last two videos, and I like to produce some variety. Sorry, not breaking the fourth wall, just looking to see where I'd left the camera. Keep moving it every 5 minutes. Apologies if you can hear the car fan, but it running the whole time just to get a little bit of juice in the battery. Very nearly there. It's not an award-winning clean. It is a much needed spruce up. So 2 more minutes and I'll show you where we are. Some nice water action. Everything's looking pretty good. A few little wet spots. Not going to cry about that. That does me for a maintenance wash. Happy. Happy. All the green's gone. Paint is rejuvenated. Shine is back. Everyone is happy. One last bit. Maybe 2. Maybe 3. 4. Lovely. Right, let's get her parked up. Let's put the towel down. Get her parked up. Let's pause. Oh no, I'll keep it running. There we go. Lovely. Anyway, from where we were to where we are, we were dull, flat and growing. Now there is no growing. It's got a bit more pop to it. I think I've got the majority of the green. Haven't been around it yet before smashing the camera on it, so I'd be a bit disappointed if I'd missed a bit, but I don't think I have. Happy. I've got in all these little nooks and crannies, and it all responded well, and is looking nice. Quite a nice looking little mini, like super mini actually. Quite like them. Quite like them. It's quite nice. Quite a nice little car. Anyway, that's that one done. Right, let's just leave it rolling one last look, and then this is going on the tripod, and I'm gonna get that parked up somewhere clean and dry and out of the way so I don't undo any of my great work. And then Fabia's getting garage therapy, rinseless wash. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. I very much did, as always, and thank you for tuning in. As always, don't forget, if you're enjoying the content, please hit that like button. Really helps the algorithm, helps the channel, helps me grow, and also consider a subscribe. But it is not essential if you just wish to pop in and out casually as I upload new content, or when you see things that are of interest. That is great. All very, very much appreciated. Anyway, thank you for watching. Take care. See you soon.